Hi, this is Kirk Laughlin from Nearshore Americas. We've got a special interview today with Leo Mattiazzi, Vice President of International Business at Brazil-based CI&T. So, Leo, we're really glad to see you again, and wanted to know, what do you think is behind the momentum of Agile practices, the adoption of Agile by U.S. businesses and working in nearshore? We all know about the time zone advantages, but what do you think is really generating the interest in Agile?
Yeah, so over the past 2 decades, everybody got used to the typical offshore model, and all kinds of projects and work has been done offshore, and everybody got used to a very heavyweight process. And this seemed to be the norm, and has been the norm for quite a while. But business today need a lot more agility, a lot more flexibility that they cannot get with these traditional process that were developed over the past 2 decades. So Agile is a response to that. And by using Agile, one can have really a lot more flexibility, can really get applications or software that really meets the business needs as they happen. So, you know, businesses are not as stable as they used to be 10, 20 years ago. Things change a lot faster now. And you cannot cope with that speed if you still use the same heavyweight process that were developed over the last 2 decades.
That's a great point. One of the things we hear a lot about is the speed of business continues to accelerate. CIOs I talk to say they can't get to they can't service the business needs fast enough. So in terms of this Agile trend, how is Agile improving or impacting business processes, business outcomes for the kind of clients you service?
Yeah, so the first thing about Agile is that you have much shorter cycles of feedback. So a client can start a project and in 1 month can see the results, see if the software works as they expected, see if the users really like the way it was done, if the users engage with that product, and then they can plan for the next short cycle, as opposed to as everybody was used in the past. You have to wait for months, and then of course in 6 months everything is different, and you may have missed an opportunity, you may have missed a market opportunity, and you can't afford that anymore. So you really need to get results within a month, and you can only have that by using Agile methods.
One of the things that's interesting, Leo, is the whole concept of lean. So from your perspective, what actually is lean?
Yeah, lean basically is the idea of focusing on delivering value and eliminating all the waste. And waste is anything that does not add value to the final result you are expecting to get.
Okay. And so I can understand a little bit better, what is the relationship between lean and the nearshore delivery model?
Okay, so the whole idea of lean started in manufacturing. I use that just to use an analogy. And in manufacturing, lean is all about establishing a flow. It's all about just-in-time delivery. Some concepts that most managers today from all different industries understand very well. Now, the challenge is to apply those concepts to IT, right? So if you think about, for instance, establishing a lean production system in manufacturing, right? So of course the most well-known example of lean and the company that actually pioneered this concept is Toyota. And when Toyota established their plants here in the US, for instance, they immediately started developing a local network of suppliers. And why is that? They already had a very well-established network of suppliers in Japan. However, if you ship things from Japan to the US, you cannot have a lean production system. You cannot have that. You cannot have just in time. It takes days, weeks to get your parts, where in a lean production system, you need to have several deliveries of parts within every day. So just when you need it, you get it. So how that translates to IT, of course, you don't need to ship parts in information technology. It's all about information. So geographical distance or physical distance actually is not that important for information technology, right? However, what is going from one place to another is information. And if there is nobody on the other, if the recipient of the information is not there when you send it, if the recipient is not there to act upon that information immediately, to do something with it, then you're not going to have a just-in-time working model. So that's where Nearshore comes into play. By working in near local time zones, we're able to work with the information received immediately in a real-time manner. And that is pretty much the same concept that you had in manufacturing with just-in-time delivery, for instance. So you can only have that with Nearshore, because it's not because of the physical distance. It is the time zone distance that matters in this case.
This issue of the rise of Brazil, lean and agile practices, there's a lot of the themes that we'll be talking about at the Nearshore Nexus show, April 26th in New York City. And we're very glad actually that Leo will be joining us on that speaker roster. So sign up today for that. Leo, as always, great to see you. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.